So you've started your witchcraft journey. You've bought the crystals, maybe even set up an altar. You've been watching videos like this one, trying to piece it all together. And if you're honest, it still may not feel real. It feels scattered, confusing, like you're doing things, but nothing is actually coming together. And maybe there's a part of you that's starting to wonder, why does everyone else seem to get this and I don't? And if that's where you are, I need you to hear this really clearly. The struggle you're feeling right now isn't because you're not a real witch. And it's not because this path isn't for you. It's because no one is actually showing you where to begin. And in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 main struggles beginner witches face and what you can do about it. My name is Sandra. I have been on the witchcraft path now for over 35 years. I'm the author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path, and I help other witches who are struggling to start a practice or deepen a practice to integrate magic and ritual and connection into their everyday life with ease. Now, the truth is, the witchcraft space online is overwhelming. If you search for witchcraft, especially beginner witchcraft, you suddenly are flooded with all sorts of videos and information on crystals, on herbs, on sigils, talismans, spells, rituals, sabbats, new moon, full moon, all kinds of things, which are wonderful. But when you're first hit with all of this stuff, it's overwhelming. And most of this is just thrown at you. There's no structure, there's no sequence, there's no foundation. So what do? You try to piece it all together, which is what I did. When I first started out, I tried to piece everything together from books. Nowadays, you can get a little from one video, a little from another video, some things from books, some things from AI, but eventually that creates something that I see all the time, and that is confusion and overwhelm. And then a very quiet, very painful thought comes along, which is, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. It's too hard. It's too difficult. And I want to be really clear with you on this. That thought is not the truth. The problem is not your power. The problem isn't your ability. The problem is just structure. And that's actually very good news, because structure is something that can be fixed. So think about how you learned anything meaningful. You didn't actually start with the complexity. You weren't trying to do everything at once. You were given a sequence, a foundation, where something is built on itself over time. And witchcraft is no different to that. But most beginners are trying to build a practice without ever being given that structure. And that was the problem I came up against when I first started learning the craft. If you are new to my work and you do want to experience what it feels like to be guided through this properly, I've created a short free class called Start Your Witchcraft Practice Without Overwhelm, and it's linked below. It will give you a grounded starting point. Now, the first reason that beginners struggle is information overwhelm. You know what this is like. It's huge. It really is. And it's one of the biggest things people say to me. Because when you start searching, you're met with a flood of completely different perspectives. There's different traditions, there's different types of witchcraft, and one person tells you tools are essential, another says you don't need anything. Other people say that you've got to do it through this process, or that you've got to have these kinds of initiations. One says this is the right way, another says the complete opposite, and you're left trying to figure it out. And who's right? Seriously, who is right? There is so much diversity in witchcraft. There really is. And that's not a bad thing, but it can be confusing because you don't know where do you begin. Like, where do I begin? But that's not the real problem. It's just there's too much information. And you're trying to build a practice out of these disconnected bits and pieces. And it's like trying to build a house by collecting bricks from 20 different builders, and all are working from different plans, and You can have all the bricks in the world, but without the blueprint, you can't build the house. And this is where most beginners stay stuck because they think they just need more information. I thought that. I still think that sometimes. And advanced witches have the same problem. We just need more information. But what you actually need is really a curriculum, not more content, a curriculum, a sequence that takes you through practices step by step. Because witchcraft is a practice. It's something you experience. It's something that you feel and you learn through that. So you're not constantly guessing what comes next if you have a curriculum. Because if you keep trying to piece these things together on your own, you're going to stay in this cycle. And you're going to stay in it much longer than you actually need to. I did this to myself. I tried to create my own curriculum when I was just starting out from the books that I had. It still didn't work very well because I was so new. I didn't really know all the detail and all of the experiences of practicing that having teachers helped me with. So I did go, I found teachers, I found a coven, I found a training coven who had a curriculum and went for weekly lessons just like you would at a school and learned that way. But it wasn't just theory. It was actually practicing what we were learning. Now, the second struggle is that beginners start in the wrong place. I did this too. I think everyone probably does this. And it's not your fault. Most of the content that gets attention is about spells. Love spells particularly, money spells, protection spells, because spells are exciting. And spells are often the reason we come to the craft in the first place. We're wanting to make change in our lives. And spells feel like real magic. They feel like you're doing something, and you are. But here's what most people aren't told. Spell work isn't the beginning of witchcraft. It's actually the expression of a foundation. It's the fruit on the tree. And if you try to go straight for the fruit without growing the roots and then the trunk and the branches, and you're not grounding with the roots, you don't have awareness of energy, you don't have a relationship to your actual practice, those spells either don't work or they don't work the way you'd like them to work, or they're not working consistently enough for you to have confidence in your magic. And you may not understand why. And then there's the confusion from that, and it quietly breaks your confidence. And that's where people start to feel like something is actually wrong with them. And I experienced this too, when in reality, they were just showing the wrong starting point, the wrong thing at the wrong time. That's all. Now, when I first came to witchcraft, I came to witchcraft through a money spell. It didn't work, of course, because I was doing it to win a lottery. I knew nothing about magic. I knew nothing about spiritual reality. I knew nothing about myself. But that's where I came to witchcraft. I felt a connection to nature, and I felt a connection to the feeling of connecting to spirit and nature. But the spell was really the first thing that I did. It was the first practice that I did in witchcraft. And even though it wasn't the main draw card for me to come to the craft, I had a more of a sense of coming home to the idea of connecting to nature and connecting to spirit and particularly the feminine in deity. I still started with a spell. I didn't start with grounding. I didn't start with energy work. I didn't start with connecting even to deity or even figuring out what connecting to deity would even be like. I just went straight for the spell because I needed some money, and that's really what I thought witchcraft was kind of about. I didn't realize how rich witchcraft actually is beyond the spells, beyond the magic, and that when you're following a structured path that has a curriculum, you're starting right at the very bare bones of the basics. You're actually building something. You're building a practice that is with you for your whole life, that connects you to who you really are, that connects you to this sense of meaning in your life and meaning even in the world. And the third reason, and this one affects pretty much most people, and it's this: you've been taught to measure progress in the wrong way. You do a ritual, you do a spell, and nothing dramatic happens. There's no big sign, light bulbs don't smash every time you do a spell. There's no obvious shift. And so you assume that it hasn't worked. You might think to yourself, maybe I don't have the gift. But what if you've been looking for the wrong evidence. Because a real witchcraft practice isn't full of constant dramatic moments or big magical events like on Hollywood. Your intuition becomes clear. You feel more grounded in your body and your energy. Your rituals start to feel more natural, not performed, but lived. Because the problem isn't that nothing has happened. The problem is you've been looking for the fireworks or the things people talk about on YouTube, when the real magic is in the steady, consistent growth through your practice. And if you don't understand this, you keep chasing proof that you're a witch, instead of actually becoming a witch, realizing your witchness, developing your identity as a witch. So what actually changes all of this? What do you do instead? You need 3 things. Number 1, you need structure, so you're not guessing. Number 2, you need a foundation, so your practice actually works. And number 3, you need guidance, so that you're not trying to build this all alone. Because this is the point where most people stay stuck for a long time, for years even. I know I felt it. And not because they don't care, not because they're not capable, because I hear it all the time, but because they're trying to build something structured without structure. And at some point, you have to decide, are you going to keep piecing this together, or are you ready to be guided through it properly? And that is exactly why I created the Mystery Witch School 101, because I needed that when I was starting out and it wasn't there. I had to go find a coven. So it is structured, it's step by step, it is a foundation for beginner witches and also for witches who've been on the path for a while but haven't had a structured practice. And you're guided through grounding, through the energy work, through creating sacred space, working with the elements, the moon, the Sabbats, deities, and of course spell work, and all in the right order. So that you're not just learning about witchcraft, you're actually becoming a witch who practices witchcraft. Because the real fear isn't that you can't do this. The real fear is that you keep searching and trying to piece everything together, and you keep watching and you keep trying and still feel like it's never fully clicking. And I felt this and I experienced this myself when I was starting out. So if you are ready to stop guessing and actually build a real practice, and I'd love to walk that path with you, you can join us through the link below. Now, if this sounds like you, let me know in the comments what part of your practice feels the most unclear right now. And if you know somebody who's in this stage, then, share this video with them. And of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you on the next one. Blessed be.